Hello everyone, my name's Cameron and welcome back to the channel, and we're here for another spaced out vlog. This is number 3. This is like the 4th time I've recorded a number 3 because every single one I've recorded I've decided not to upload. But besides, I'm going to go away from that point because it's just me. I'm indecisive sometimes and don't want to upload a video that I worked on. I uploaded whatever, or I recorded whatever. Sometimes I change my mind about the video and end up not uploading it. So, what's this one gonna be about? Well, first off, this is gonna be a small channel update. I'm gonna talk about some things with a few different series. There's a lot of stuff that's been recorded already. So there's things that are finished, that are completely done. Videos or series that are in their entirety done. They're recorded and ready to be uploaded over the next coming weeks. And I'm gonna let you know which ones those are. And secondly, it's going to be talking about Mania weekend and a lot of stuff to do with that. So let's get right into this as soon as I can so I can try to save as much time for talking about Mania weekend as I can. Alright, so the channel update. What's done and what's going to be happening with the videos right now over the next few months. So currently I have four fully recorded series on my PS4 ready to be uploaded. Those are Prison Architect, which I think went 16 episodes, I think. Batman, the Telltale series, which ended up going into 3 parts on both episode 1 or episode 3 or 4 and episode 5. I just got really into the game and wanted to finish it up. Championship Scramble, all the way up to episode 54. It's all done. It's all done, ready to be uploaded. It's just gonna, it's gonna be uploaded over the next few weeks. It's almost done. I think 49 goes up tomorrow. And A Way Out. So I got A Way Out the other day with my uncle. He brought his $15 to put towards it. I put it on my card, put it onto my put it into my PlayStation wallet, and then we started playing the game. We didn't initially plan to record the entire series in a night, but we just got so engrossed in the game and we were having so much fun that we just said, screw this. We were like, screw it, let's finish this game up. So we recorded 12 episodes in total, and they're all waiting to be uploaded. They're going to be uploaded on Sundays, for those of you wondering. It will be every Sunday for 12 weeks until the last episode's up. Potentially, we could end up doing more. We could do another playthrough of it. It won't be recorded. It won't be a recorded one. It will most likely be a live stream if we decide to do another playthrough of it, where hopefully we'll see a different ending. We'll see it come out or end up a different way or something. I'm not sure. But this kind of brings in the question that I know some people might be asking: will I do more stuff on my channel with my uncle? If he wants to, yeah, I will. There's a lot of games that I could do on my channel with my uncle if I wanted to. We have Oster the Insult Simulator that we could always do against each other. We have, I have an MX vs. ATV game that could be kind of fun. There's Trackmania Turbo, which comes out this or is free for PS Plus this April, which I think is a 2-player game, and I could probably do something cool with that. But there's a lot of games that I can end up having my uncle on the channel with me do, if he's interested in it. Hell, we could even do universe mode at some point if we really wanted to. But that's on the back burner. That's something that we've talked about, but we're not entirely sure if we want to do it because it means, one, we have to go slower with how we do our universe mode. Like we typically like to get a lot done in a sitting. In one day we like to try to get as much done as possible. But with it being, if it was on the channel, one, we'd have to actually play matches on the weeks leading up to pay-per-views, and two, we can't do as much in a single day as we usually like to, so we're not entirely sure if we want to do that or not. If they bring back GM mode, we'll definitely do that, though. If they bring back some form of GM mode, we will definitely do GM mode on the channel. But yeah. Alright, and now on to Mania weekend. So Mania weekend for me is already looking amazing. Oh, sorry. I'm really excited for Mania weekend. Mania is something I'm really excited for this year. Mainly because a lot of the way the show's being planned and all that, and the current confirmed matches and all that are looking really interesting. So besides Mania, there's also NXT TakeOver, there's the Hall of Fame induction, all that kind of stuff, and I'm really excited for NXT Takeover as well. But even more than that, I'm having bean dip and ribs and some other food and stuff for Mania, which just it makes me very happy. Let me put it that way. So I'm really excited to actually, me and my uncle last year for Mania, I believe we had pizza. We just had pizza for dinner. So this year we wanted to step it up a notch. I told him last year, I'm like, look, next year on Mania, we're doing something big. We're gonna have a lot of food, and it's gonna be kind of like a party. And so yeah, we're making a lot of food for Mania, which I can't wait for. It's gonna be fun. Initially, we were hoping my brother was gonna be here for Mania with us, but he's currently doing basic training in Fort Jackson, South Carolina. South Carolina? Or North Carolina? I don't know. I think it's South Carolina. So he can't be here for Mania, which really sucks. But hopefully next year. First off, next year it's in New Jersey. It's in MetLife Stadium, which we've talked about maybe going if we can get the money and all that together for one, the drive to New Jersey, and two, like the tickets and all that. And hopefully we can. That'd be really fun. Go watch Mania live. We'd still be watching the Hall of Fame induction ceremony and NXT Takeover on WWE Network, though, as we're not going to try to buy tickets to all of it. That's just too expensive. We figured just try to get tickets to Mania, and then at some point in the future, we'll try to get tickets to the rest of it, so we can go enjoy everything the weekend has to offer. Hall of Fame induction on Friday, Takeover Saturday, Mania Sunday, and then Monday, Tuesday, Raw and SmackDown. I think NXT on Wednesdays is also at the same place, but I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that's what we've talked about. But even more, I'm really excited for a lot of the matches that are on the cards for both shows, and for watching the Hall of Fame induction. I don't think people really enjoy the Hall of Fame induction as much as they should. It's a really amazing thing to watch. You get to watch these wrestlers that you grew up watching be inducted into the Hall of Fame, which I really like. That's a really cool thing, especially since Kid Rock, who for those of you who don't know, I'm from Michigan. Kid Rock is literally one of, like, he's basically Michigan for you. In Michigan, you pretty much have listened to Kid Rock your entire life. If you like him, you still listen to him. If you don't listen to him anymore. But a lot of people grew up listening to Kid Rock whether they wanted to or not. And I was one of the ones who actually wanted to. I really like Kid Rock. He's a really good singer. And I hate the fact that people are saying, "Oh, Kid Rock shouldn't be going in. He sucks." Shut the fuck up. Kid Rock is fan-fucking-tastic, assholes. Although I agree, Lemmy and to the point, the rest of Motorhead probably should have went in before him. But it's just they choose it sometimes. They choose it weird sometimes. Hopefully, Lemmy will be in very soon though, because he deserves it. He does. But yeah. But you guys gotta remember, it could just be something like with Owen Hart's situation where somebody in his family doesn't want him going into the Hall of Fame. With Owen, in Owen's case, his widow doesn't want him going into the Hall of Fame. Refuses to actually let him be put in the Hall of Fame. So don't just immediately think that it's WWE's fault that Lemmy's not going in. It could be somebody in his family not wanting him to go into it, for whatever reason. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to that, but then I'm also really looking forward to TakeOver and Mania, and I guess subsequently the Mania, or the Raw and SmackDown following Mania, because they're always really fun, and NXT following Mania. I've sort of fallen out of watching every wrestling thing every week. I fell out of watching 205 Live and Mixed Match Challenges because I have the time right now. Most of the time it's just I'm playing video games when they're on and don't feel like trying to focus on both. With NXT, it's just I keep forgetting about it. It's not that I'm trying to. I love NXT. It's fantastic. I love watching it sometimes more than the main shows. But I just haven't had the time. Especially being sick. I'm sleeping very weirdly a lot, so my sleeping patterns sometimes play an issue in that. But what matches, because I know some of you guys are probably asking, what matches specifically am I looking forward to the most? At TakeOver, I'm most looking forward to, and I hate saying I'm not looking forward to the tag match. I mean, I am, but not as much as other matches on both TakeOver and Mania's cards. I like the idea of triple threat tag matches. They're a really fun match, but I don't know if it's the fact that it's Roderick Strong and Pete Dunne kind of being thrown into that. Like, I would have liked for it to be like Sanity or something. Being put into that last slot. But AOP, I really like AOP. I really like Undisputed Era. It's just kind of strong and done are making me not really super excited for that match. When the match first got announced, when I first saw that it was triple threat, I was like, okay. I might be spoiling things too because I don't think the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic has actually ended yet. I just think that's the issue with Wikipedia is it tells you things before because of the taping sort of thing. It tells you things before they happen, and that's what I don't like. Like it spoils so many things so much. Like don't tell me how this ended if it's for a fucking taping, you dicks. I don't know why they do that. I don't know why Wikipedia does that. I know anybody can log into Wikipedia and put things in there. But I don't know why people decide to do that, like spoil tapings. Like, dude, just leave it to yourself because it's probably something that people don't want to know about until it happens. But yeah, I'm kind of excited for that one. I'm kind of the other reason I'm not really excited for it is because they keep using Roderick Strong. They keep putting him in these title situations. They put him into an opportunity for the NXT title or for the NXT Championship. They put him into an opportunity for the UK title, the UK Championship. They put him in an opportunity for the Cruiserweight Championship. He's lost all of these, by the way. He hasn't won on any of these. And I feel like them just throwing him into this is kind of like just him being set up to lose again, which is what I don't like. I don't want him to lose because I really like Roderick Strong. He's awesome, but he's probably gonna fucking lose. So I really hate that. That he's probably just being thrown in this to lose. Although I like the pairing of him and Dunn. That it's kind of a really cool thing, especially to take over for Mustache Mountain. But yeah, I still don't know how I feel about him kind of being just thrown into another title match for no real reason that he's probably gonna end up losing. But on the matches I'm actually super excited for. Gargano and Ciampa are having an unsanctioned match, and oh my god, I'm so excited for it. Like I'm not even kidding. Like it's like I want this so bad. Like I wanted it ever since they broke up. Like when they broke up, I was like, why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why is this happening? And I was like, wait, they faced in the Cruiserweight Classic. It was fantastic. I'm like, this match is gonna be better. Because they both really honed their skills in NXT. I think. Before they were both really good on the Indies, and then they faced in the Cruiserweight Classic, and now they're in NXT, and they're gonna be having a massive match at NXT Takeover New Orleans. If Gargano wins, he's reinstated NXT, but if Ciampa wins, Gargano is banned from NXT, which I'm not sure who I want to win this one. I'm not sure who I want to win because part of me wants Gargano to win because then he can go in and potentially get the NXT Championship before he leaves. But then part of me wants Ciampa to win because if he wins, it pretty much guarantees that Gargano is going up to the main roster after Mania. Which I really like that idea. There's also the possibility that Gargano wins and still goes up to the main roster after Mania. But there's no real like sure thing about him going up after Mania. But that's the running theory. Is that sometime after Mania, either Gargano's losing this match or is winning this match and going up to the main roster after Mania. There's a lot of people who are thinking he's just gonna be thrown in the Cruiserweight situation, which I'm not sure how I feel about that, but there's a lot of people thinking he might go to SmackDown and he might be thrust into the United States Championship picture, which I really like that idea. But I guess we'll have to wait and see until, for when Mania actually comes and goes and see what happens. There are rumors that another Superstar Shakeup is also happening after Mania, so I'm kind of hoping potentially the Cruiserweights end up going to SmackDown. It's... The thing is, it's more of one of those things where I'm like just kind of hoping for it because it makes more sense, I guess. Here's the thing. Here's the reason I think it makes more sense. 205 Live happens after SmackDown Live anyway. It would make more sense if the Cruiserweights were on SmackDown instead of Raw. And so I think it'd be a very cool thing if after Mania, Superstar Shakeup comes up and Vince comes out and says, I have some news about the Cruiserweight division. Everyone thinks it's going to end. He's going to say it's ending. And he's like, the Cruiserweights are now going to be calling their homes SmackDown Live. They're going to be moving to Tuesday nights on SmackDown Live. And then maybe give it like 2 or 3 weeks or something for it to kind of actually take effect. Because obviously it's going to be a lot of travel schedules changing for the Cruiserweights and all that sort of thing. So they're going to have time between the announcement being made and it actually happening to like have, to get everything arranged the way they needed to. So it'd be kind of cool if they gave them a transition period between Raw and SmackDown, so that way they had their time to move through it and all that sort of stuff. And I'd really like that. I think they could do a lot of great work on SmackDown. I think they could end up having a lot of fun on SmackDown. I also think that SmackDown-wise, the talent roster is a lot thinner than Raw's is. So having cruiserweights over there would be a lot cooler because then, and even more to the point, the cruiserweights could end up doing things, out of the cruiserweight division on SmackDown. You have a lot of big guys on Raw. You have like Samoa Joe, Braun Strowman, Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Kane, all these people who are on Raw that are huge, and you're kind of like, there's no way the cruiserweights are ever getting a chance at like a singles title or anything while they're on Raw. So I think them moving to SmackDown would be awesome, especially since Rey Mysterio is planning to come back sometime between Mania and the weeks following. And I feel like it'd make more sense for he's probably gonna go to the cruiserweight division, as the veteran cruiserweight alongside Brian Kendrick and a few other cruiserweights that have been in the cruiserweight division since it began. And it's gonna kind of push him to a point where it's like, okay, he said he doesn't want as big a contract. He doesn't want to have to work as much as he used to. So I think him moving to SmackDown would make it a lot better. The cruiserweights being on SmackDown would make it a smart thing because then you have Rey not having to work as much because SmackDown is 2 hours instead of 3, and then he can have an easier schedule over his however long he lasts in WWE again. So I'd really like to see that. Other than that, I think I'd like to see the Bar go to SmackDown. And this is again sort of still a Mania weekend. I would really like to see Sheamus and Cesaro go to SmackDown. Because they talked about how maybe we need to go SmackDown and challenge those champions over there. And I have them predicted to beat Braun Strowman and whoever's mystery partner is. But the more I think about it, the more it seems like what's going to happen is Braun and his mystery partner probably going to end up being somebody like Elias or Big Show or somebody he's feuded with in the past few months is going to win. And then what's going to happen is the Bar's going to go to SmackDown Live, most likely face the Bludgeon Brothers for the championships at some point, which I really don't like the idea because it's like I really want the Bar to win, but the Bludgeon Brothers, that's going to be a tough one to sell. But yeah, I'd really like it if they went to SmackDown and started going after those belts. Even more to the point, maybe I might even like it more if the Bludgeon Brothers lose at Mania and then go to Raw and start facing off against Braun and his mystery partner for the tag titles. That'd be kind of cool too. I also very much feel like they're going to end up bringing back Dr. Shelby. If you don't know who Dr. Shelby is, when Team Hell No, Kane and Daniel Bryan were big and they were having their issues, I'm the tag team champions. No, I'm the tag team champions. That sort of thing. He's the one who helped them actually, become become a cohesive unit. I feel like he could definitely come back and help Braun and most likely Elias with their issues. But continuing on, also on NXT TakeOver, I'm really, really, really excited for the NXT North American Championship ladder match. It's got EC3, Velveteen Dream, Ricochet, Killian Dane, Lars Sullivan, and Adam Cole. I almost forgot Adam Cole. That would have been a travesty. I'm really excited for that match. One, because it's a new title. I always love it when they bring a new title in. I don't think they've showed what it looks like yet. I think they're probably gonna end up doing that next Wednesday, or maybe even at TakeOver. They'll show what it looks like. Of course, they added a new belt after I finish. After I finish recording my series. Like, thanks NXT. I see how it is. You dicks. But no, I'm really excited for it. I love new championship matches. That's like, yes, give to me the championship matches. Give me no championships. I'm really excited for this one. Mostly because there's a lot of new people, EC3, Ricochet, and Adam Cole. I haven't really gotten too much championship chances. Obviously EC3 and Ricochet because they kind of just got here. But Adam Cole, and I guess more to the point, Velveteen Dream and Lars Sullivan. But the fact of the matter is I'm really excited for this for two reasons. One, actually no, more than 2 reasons. Probably about 3 or 4. One, it's a new championship. What more do I need to say on that one? 2, it's being defended in my favorite match of all time, the ladder match. Kind of tied with TLC because they're kind of the same match, but yeah. 3, it's got people who I really want to see get a championship in this match. Especially EC3, Ricochet, and Adam Cole. And I guess Velveteen Dream as well. And 4, holy shit, the possibilities of feuds out of this fucking match. 1, we have Lars Sullivan and Killian Dane could potentially end up forming a feud. 2, fucking Adam Cole and EC3. 3, Ricochet and Velveteen Dream. 4, Adam Cole and Velveteen Dream. Pretty much anybody in this match can end up having a feud with somebody. But most likely what I'm thinking is going to happen is it's going to be Lars and Killian in a feud afterwards, Adam and EC3 in a feud afterwards, and Velveteen Dream and Ricochet in a feud afterwards. Now, you don't have to have any of these be for the belt either. These could literally just be one-off feuds. But I feel like a really cool thing that comes with multi-man matches is you get so many feuds that could potentially be built off of this. And that's what I love. The beautiful thing is that, you know, since this is actually a live event, since TakeOver's live, there's no spoilers for it. You know, you're not gonna go look online and see the winners of TakeOver. You know, you're not gonna go up and see, oh, Adam Cole wins this, and you know, whatever. Ooh, shit. You know, whatever happens in the other matches, you're not gonna see that until after TakeOver, which is beautiful. Which also means that NXT afterwards, I think, is typically live. Not entirely sure, but I think NXT after TakeOvers is live. I don't think they write it or they do it just yet. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they do that one live because they want it to be special. I guess they want it to be, you know, they want it to be a better thing. Which is funny because it's called NXT TakeOver, and it's typically because NXT takes over the arena and all that, but this one's in Smoothie King Center, and the actual one's in Mercedes-Benz Superdome, which is like, that's where Mania is at. So, I mean, more or less, I guess it's kind of them taking over the network, but yeah, it's weird. But yeah, I'm really excited for this match. I'm really excited for what's going to happen on NXT after TakeOver as well. Especially with the North American Championship. And then also on TakeOver, I'm really excited for the championship match, the NXT Championship match between Andrade Cien Almas and Aleister Black. Mostly because I just want to see Aleister Black as champion. For those of you who don't know, I've talked about it before, and I actually talked about it earlier on this video. I do a Universe mode on WWE 2K18 with my uncle. Currently, Aleister Black is my WWE champion. He won. I knew I had this plan. I knew I had this plan the entire time leading to Money in the Bank. Whoever won was cashing in that night, and I won it with Aleister Black. So immediately, I cashed in. And the beauty of cash-in is I don't have to play as the champion on my brand. So I play as Aleister Black, facing my uncle who's playing as Rob Van Dam. The shitty thing, I feel like they need to change this really quick before I get more into this. They need to change the way the Money in the Bank cash-ins work. Because I hate not being able to play the match before the fucking Money in the Bank cash-in. Like, let me play that match or have more options of setting up. Like, let me have it set up to where the Money in the Bank winner comes in after a fucking finisher or something to try to score a cheap win and ends up being a triple threat or something. Kind of like, Seth Rollins, Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Mania 30. God, that happened 3 years ago. Have it be kind of like that. Make it to where I can play the match. Because I hate not being able to play the match because it gets simmed. And I don't know if the champion ever actually loses. I think the champion always wins it somehow. And it's always him facing the Money in the Bank cashing guy. But so I had Aleister Black cash in. He won. He retained. And now he's facing Ultimate Warrior, who was the person that Rob Van Dam beat at Money in the Bank. So yeah, it's really cool to see Aleister Black be a champion on my brand. Because I really like Aleister Black. I do. But so I'm really excited for him to potentially win this and almost to come up to the actual main roster. A lot of rumors are that he's going to Raw, potentially join the Cruiserweight division because I think he's under 205 Live. Or 205, not 205 Live. So yeah. So that's a big rumor there. But then I'm also excited for the matches on Mania. Most notably, I'm really excited. I'm honestly excited for a lot of the matches on that card. I've not been shy about my love for the Styles Nakamura match for the WWE Championship in any way, shape, or form. I'm honestly so goddamn excited for that match. I cannot wait for that match. I haven't been shy about my love for the Intercontinental Championship triple threat either. There's the potential of Finn Balor getting another singles championship in the WWE, because most likely the rumor is Miz is dropping to go spend time with his family. By the way, Maurice just had their baby. Monroe Sky Mizanin, I think is what her name is. I can't remember for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. She had it March 27th, 2018 at 11:11 p.m. So it came early, so Miz is definitely not missing Mania, which is a really good thing. But most likely he is dropping the belt. I'm thinking potentially what's going to happen is we're going to have the Miz Taraj out there. Balor Club's going to come out. And since he was pulled from Access, Dean Ambrose got pulled from Access Mania weekend. I'm thinking the Shield might come out also. So it might end up being the entirety of those stables being there. I'm thinking they're all going to try to get involved in some way, shape, or form. And what's probably going to end up happening is they're kind of going to break off against each other, those three teams. I'm thinking it's probably going to be Ambrose and probably Anderson, Gallows and maybe Dallas, and then Reigns and Axel. No matter which way I shape this, I have issues with it. But still, continuing on. I think they're going to end up having it kind of break off where they're fighting outside the ring while the actual match is taking place. But then you also have the potential that Seth Rollins wins and he gets his Grand Slam championship, which is what I'm hoping for. I really want to see the Shield be made up of 3 Grand Slam champions because that's a really cool feat. You know, I was about to say I don't think there's ever been a stable that has had Grand Slam champions in it, but I'm wrong. Evolution had 3 Grand Slam champions in it. Batista, actually no, I don't. I think they only had 2. I think Orton and Triple H are the only 2 that are Grand Slam champions out of them. I don't think Batista has been a Grand Slam champion. I know he's won a tag belt and a world championship, but I don't think he's won the singles titles. I might be wrong on that. He might have won the U.S. at one point, or maybe even the Intercontinental. But yeah, so I think it'd be really cool if the Shield ended up all being Grand Slam champions. And we're able to say, oh, we're a team of Grand Slam champions. What do you gotta say now, bitch? Sorry for sounding so drunk right there. I'm still sick and yeah. So that match really excites me. Then we also have the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships, which is the New Day versus the Usos versus the Bludgeon Brothers in a triple threat tag match. And there's rumors that that's going to be a TLC triple threat tag match, which just makes me so happy. But that also kind of worries me that they're going to do what they did last year where the Hardys came back. Not that I'd be mad if any tag team showed up and just popped up to fucking make it a fatal 4-way. But it kind of makes me think that that's what they're going to do. Tag teams I'd like to see it be. Well, obviously, number 1 is the Young Bucks. Depending on when the match is, if the Raw tag titles are before the SmackDown, I think it'd be kind of cool if it ended up being Cesaro and Sheamus. You know, you're just like, you have whoever hosts it. It hasn't been announced who's hosting it. Surprisingly, it hasn't been announced who's hosting it. You have somebody come out and say, there's a 4th tag team being added to this match, but who could it be without the bullshit from last year? And then you hear Cesaro and Sheamus' music start up. They run down to the ring and the match starts. Maybe even having them win it. That'd be kind of cool. Then you also have the match between Cena and Taker, which still hasn't been confirmed, but it's probably going to be. Then you have McMahon and Bryan versus Owens and Zayn, which I'm really freaking excited for. And then you have a lot of matches. There's a lot of matches on this card I'm excited for, and I don't really want to get into it more because I'm going to be talking forever. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you next time. Stay golden. Peace.